You would think that this would actually suit better. She's, as I say, she's from a yard that's in form, that's excellent with the fillies. She's a lovely looking filly. You can see she's still got a bit to do over her back and stuff. She looks well, but whatever she does today, she's going to improve from nice quality, and yeah, she's quite exciting.
Secret Gesture and Luck here, two horses that did the stable proud over middle distances, of course. This is the EBSstallions.com Silver Tankard Stakes, a listed race over a mile, first run in 1993, of course, under the stewardship of Norman Gundle, now an MBE. One of the last to go in will be Three Comets. The feature of the day, £40,000 up for grabs, as well as Black Type. Here's John Bland's.
All ready, stand by. They're off and racing for the EBSstallions.com Silver Tankard. I'll have another in the quarter jacket, got away well. Three Comets towards the outside in the yellow and black colours, also away nicely. Manuela de Vega, backed as though defeat is out of the question, has got a pretty good start, just pulling for ahead a little bit there in third, followed then by Divine Gift in the light blue, and right at the back of the field is Tailor Made as they take the turn and head on down the side of the track. And it's I'll Have Another who's allowed to dominate proceedings here, leads by a couple of lengths to Three Comets in the yellow colours, who's racing in second. Then up the inside, Manuela de Vega, Divine Gift on her outside, and then towards the back of the field at the moment is the outsider Tailor Made as they make their way down inside the final 5 furlongs around about now. And it's I'll Have Another who's dominated the race so far, the Three Comets who races in second position. Then up the inside, Manuela de Vega who's going the shortest route, Divine Gift now just being nudged along for a stride or so, and then Tailor Made at the rear of the field. They're inside the final half mile now, and it's I'll Have Another, yet to see another horse at the moment in the hands of P.J. McDonald. Three Comets for R.······································································································································ and Manuela de Vega is up the inside rail, followed then by Divine Gift, and Tailor Made is still at the back as they make these swing now and head on towards the turn for home inside the final 2.5 furlongs. I'll Have Another is travelling strongly out in front. The Three Comets in second. The inside Manuela de Vega is trying to stay on, then Tailor Made, followed by Divine Gift, who's been relegated to last. They've swung for home. I'll Have Another still out in front. Three Comets taking aim. Here comes Manuela de Vega, the heavily supported favourite, to throw down a challenge. Inside the final furlong and a half they are now, and it's just I'll Have Another, but here comes Manuela de Vega. She's been off the bridle a while, but she's finding plenty. Three Comets veering towards the centre of the track, but it's Manuela de Vega, backed as though defeat was out of the question, and she's going to storm clear to win very handily in the end. The Three Comets in second. I'll Have Another was third, then Tailor Made. Divine Gift was last.
Ah, she's good, isn't she? The salmon are really kicking in the last half furlong. Odds-on favourite in the end came in droves, didn't it? The money for this short price filly. Harry Bentley's mount, and finding a gap between rivals. She'll have learnt plenty from that as well, and a great attitude and a bit of a turn of foot on rain-softened ground at the end of this stiff 1 mile. Lands the Silver Tankard Stakes, EBSstallions.com sponsored, and found a narrow gap there, Kate, and took it with relish.
A good race this, good finish. They all had to work for it, and no hiding place for anything. She's done it really nicely. You can see she's a little bit greener. As soon as she gets on top, ears start to flick a bit. Takes quite a lot of pulling up, which is something I always really like to see. I know as soon as she'd crossed the line and won that last race, Rafe Beckett was talking about Oaks Trials, and you'd have to say that that is a very strong possibility now. I think the second and the third have lost nothing in defeat. I think they've run absolutely bang to form, and I think this will probably prove to be a pretty good race. I just want to mention Tailor Made. He wasn't great in his coat in the paddock, and he was a little bit sweaty, and he's run a really good race. And I know M.mu Barak had actually said in the paper this morning, whatever he does today, it's really next year's plan they're working on, and that was a really smart race for him in fourth.
He's a first fall of the dam as well, and sometimes they can be a bit on the small side, but this horse looks as though he's going to be a next year horse, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was a good run from him, and you'd go into the winter very happy having had that run under his belt.
He's by Archie Penco, and again, you're the breeding expert. Kirsten Rousing really loves that side, doesn't she?
She does, and I mean, actually they can be a little bit hot, but he's settled really nicely here, and he's clearly training him well. He's given him plenty of gaps between his races, but that was a good run from him. But I'm not taking anything away from the filly. I think she's really quite smart. I don't think Three Comets, I don't think he's done much wrong. R.······················································································································ Andrea Azzini, he's never travelled quite how he's like to. He can see here he's had to roust in the whole way to he's kept him wide, and that interests me slightly. I'm not sure whether that's been done on purpose or that's just where he's ended up. I can't quite decide whether he doesn't like being round horses or they're just trying to educate him and get him round these bends. And
with him being a big horse, give him room and that sort of thing. And watch Andrea, once he's beaten, he knows he's beaten, he's thinking of the future now. He knows he's not going to get to this filly in about 2 more seconds. You'll see it. He just knows that it's almost like he's accepted it half a furlong out. So he just pushes the horse out. Could have probably got a little bit further away from the third, but there's more to come, obviously. So the long-term projects, the first 3, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, Mark Johnston, typically tough filly. I'll have another. She's done really well, and actually that really franks the form. It gives you a really good idea of where we are with all these horses in this race. And she's run a race. She came.